It's the Dace Man Show, featuring Gibby, Frank Ward, Cheever, Tits, Sir Nicholas Andrew, Frank Klein, Chris Bumpadre. This is Travis Goss welcoming you to the Dace-tacular basement in Daceford, New Jersey with your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
What's up, Dace-tacular Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show. I am your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace, and join us on the fucking couch, Gibby!
I did not realize that's why you were going to go about that one.
Get your hand out in front of the camera, you douche. Trish!
Hi.
And Tim!
What's up?
It's the first episode you and I've done together.
Yeah, that's true. No, the Game of Thrones one.
Game of Thrones.
Was it here?
Yeah.
I was shitting
We made him show up because he knew the most about Game of Thrones.
Well, we got a show for you tonight, and by that I mean I got nothing. The only thing that really happened today that was worthwhile is Disney Plus launched and failed. Within the first 3 hours, they were unable. They were giving user errors out.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I thought you meant
morning.
like they failed. I was like, they didn't fail. They didn't have the bandwidth.
Well, here's my problem with their excuse. They said they couldn't anticipate the amount of users.
Are you kidding me?
There was 3 months they were doing the fucking pre-order thing.
Yeah,
No.
where
They
you
had an
bought
idea.
2 years ago. Where you bought 2 years.
It's probably Verizon.
Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
probably didn't
The
know how
Verizon
many
thing.
people on Verizon were going to actually participate.
Still,
I agree. Like they should have been prepared.
I bet
for
you they
it.
made accounts because they would have had to have associated the account.
No,
you
so the way
create the account when you sign in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the way that you do it, because I did it today. So you don't have to. You could do it brand new, or you could do it as a pre-existing one. Because like I had signed up yesterday and put my information in, and then today, like I went in there and they said it could be a new account, and it will take you to the sign-up screen, or it connects to your current
But
account.
still, even that amount
Oh
of
no,
users.
I agree.
Because of the amount of pre-ordering,
Yeah, because
you
they
should have
did-
been prepared.
They gave out an entire year for free. They've done it in so many different ways, whether it's you having Verizon Wireless or them doing the buy two, get one free. Because a fuck ton of people did that buy two, get one free.
If you're going to be arrogant enough to say that you're going to take out Netflix and all that shit,
Have the
you
bandwidth
should
to
have had
do
the
it.
bandwidth.
Yeah, I agree with him on
The
that
mouse
one.
is coming.
No, it is because like a lot, especially with them giving away for so much and the price of what it's at, for it being as cheap as it is, for it having what it is, and for the fact that there's 18 different ways to get it at least for free for a week, it's insane. Because if you have an unlimited data plan with Verizon, you get an entire year for free. If you have the cable TV with Verizon, you get it for free for a year. And then there was like I said, there was the deal they did with the pre-orders where you could buy 2 and get 1 for free. It's insane.
Insane.
That was pre-orders. So there are
In
people
my
who
brain.
already have this fucking streaming service for the next 3 years. Like, I have it for the next year because I have Verizon. You can be damn sure I'm not paying for that. I absolutely took the free year of it. So,
And when it goes off, she's not going to have it ever
no,
again.
I'm going to keep it.
Well,
Nope.
when all this good content starts coming out.
Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, no, they did it the right way. When my free year is up is when all the Marvel shit will start posting. So I have to pay for it.
Yeah, the only thing she'll get for free is probably Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then after that is...
It's all 2021. I don't have a choice. I'm keeping it regardless. But I mean, if I get a free year out of it, I'm fine with that. Like I said, I want to watch the Jeff Goldblum stuff because he's crazy.
That's too much. I think he just needs to go away for a bit.
Agreed.
I think he's hilarious.
Murder.
He needs to go away for a bit.
But
Put
they
him
did
down.
announce,
Take him
like,
out back with a shotgun.
They did
Put
put
him
a
down.
couple
Wouldn't
movies
kill him.
and things on there, and apparently a lot of people were pissed because they didn't realize that Lady and the Tramp was a Disney Plus exclusive. So they did a live action Lady and the Tramp that they released today.
Who didn't realize that?
A lot of people
Part
apparently.
Like, it was literally part of their marketing campaign
I
that
don't
it
know.
was.
That's right.
So a lot of people don't pay attention.
Absolutely.
But Mandalorian dropped today. Lady and the Tramp dropped today. The one thing I thought was unique, and I kind of wanted to get everybody's opinion on it, is the strategy. So Netflix gives you everything at once. Fuck it. Binge it. Do what you got to do. Disney is drawing this out as if it was a weekly show. Thoughts?
So they're not the first one to do it. CBS All Access did it as well.
CBS Access.
And Hulu does that to a certain extent too.
I was gonna say a lot of them have been going down that path because they don't like the
original
fact
content.
where people.
Hulu, yes.
So the Star Trek Discovery was an episode a week.
The first season was not. The second season was.
Okay, it's
Picard's-
because they noticed that people dropped off.
Yeah, that's the reason why they want to do it that way, because people were logging in, binging whatever they wanted to watch when it
And,
released. and don't
Netflix
pay
dropped
for
off of that too, right?
Yeah.
There's
I know
a lot
they're
of
doing it in parts now.
no. There's a lot of shows where they're doing where if you look on there, it does say new episodes
Yeah, I was just
weekly.
gonna say the Patriarchs.
Yeah,
I don't watch Netflix anymore.
Well,
So-
yeah, that's now getting posted weekly.
they're pulling away from the binge method,
Yeah.
and they are going about the once a week release method.
I feel like that kind of like time gates a little bit.
Mhm.
I know like for Disney you're signed up for like a year or whatever, but
Yeah.
like it keeps people logged on there for a lot
Oh,
longer
yeah.
period of time.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think they're going to make money as long as people are on there. They're making money. So if people aren't watching it, they're getting what they need to get because they're getting money off ads and things like that at the same time. So they got to be able to pull people, not be able to just sit there and binge something, not touch it again for 2-3 weeks. They want people to come in at least once a week, if not more than that.
Because HBO is kind of like that. If you look at some of the episodes,
Mhm.
they'll take a week off for a holiday, which pushes an episode
To
Yep.
the
for an extra month, in which you have to pay an extra month for HBO
Yep.
for just those episodes.
And none of the series lasts that long anymore. It's all like between 10 to 13 episodes.
Well, a lot of Disney Plus ones are only like 8 to 10.
yeah, they aren't long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
But
the
have
Loki's
they
only
have they
6.
announced the episode lengths?
So the first episode of Mandalorian was 50 minutes. So I'm gonna imagine they run between
Most of them
45
are
and an
an
hour.
hour. Yeah.
Somebody should have fucking watched it so we could talk about it.
I also saw that they released that Anna Kendrick Christmas movie too.
Yeah. I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it either, but I didn't know that was a Disney Plus thing. I didn't even realize that was.
That was not even part of the thing that they were.
I don't pay
pushing of the
attention.
campaign.
I'm one of
Yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I own that.
But the cool thing that came with it was a 12-minute, I guess, teaser documentary where it was called Marvel Expanding the Universe, where it gave you a lot of the D23 and Comic-Con photos that you usually don't get to see. It's in, Hall H and shit like that. So there's a lot of information about, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They're introducing Agent America, I think it's
W.
called. No, it's basically a new version of Captain America, which I thought was weird because I just assumed Falcon was going to be
Yeah.
But is he gonna be Falcon as Agent America?
The concept art for Falcon that they showed is him in his Falcon gear.
So maybe it's leading into him turning into Captain America,
Or he bails on it, just assuming, hey, I can't.
unless
Do this.
the Agent America is Buck.
No, it's a completely different actor. Because they had Buck with a short haircut, Winter Soldier.
Oh, they're
Look.
gonna make a lot of people sad.
Yeah,
A lot of people like emo Bucky.
They also brought back Sharon Carter for that. I think that was it for that series.
Uh-oh.
They also showed clips from the WandaVision panel, which they're bringing back Darcy from Thor.
Like I said, I'm excited about that. I love Kat Dennings. She's a fucking mess, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's because you're a fucking mess.
I'm well aware of that fact.
Relatable.
But they're also bringing back
You're not wrong.
Randall Park from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And he's the one who does all the recaps, right?
No, that's Michael Pena. He was the Agent Coulson in that scenario. He was the agent that kept coming in and checking on his ankle bracelet.
Oh.
So he'll
okay.
be in that as that character, and they're bringing in Catherine Hahn, who was
Can't be that good because
No,
he allowed
see-
an ant to play drums and fake it
No,
out.
so then my thing I'm thinking they're going to do, like I was saying to you, if they're bringing back all these characters from different movies, that really does time factor. I think they're going to jump into random parts of the other movies. Parts that, you would,
Well,
were, off screen, basically.
They specifically said Loki and WandaVision will have direct impacts on Doctor Strange.
Well, I knew WandaVision was.
Mhm.
We said that. We knew about that.
I think Loki's going to be a cause for Strange to get involved.
Into the
because
multiverse.
The whole part of Endgame, where she talks about the stream and how it breaks apart,
Yeah.
obviously him
He,
grabbing the
he's going to
Tesseract
have to
and
fix
leaving.
it, yeah.
So that's probably what's going to draw him.
But I'm
into it.
thinking with what she's gonna do, because if you think about it, from what we were thinking, this whole series is gonna be her trying to figure out how to get Vision back. So she's probably gonna go into their timelines and probably in the background of
Yeah.
these other movies. So that's why all these random side characters are in there, because they weren't. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I also think that they're going to probably bring back S.H.I.E.L.D. I think
You
Endgame.
think?
I think Endgame's going to be a catalyst from like, well, we need something like that again because of what happened,
Yeah.
and it'll bring them back. And then Randall Park will be a part of it, and probably Darcy at that point too.
You think they'll just put it?
She
just
was
on,
not nearly
Disney
organized
Plus?
enough to be part of Shield.
What's that?
You think it'll just be on Disney Plus, or you think they'll still put it on?
No, I
Fox?
think I don't think he means the
Oh,
show.
not the show itself.
He
The
just
show's
means
gonna-
having Shield as an
Oh.
agency again.
Do think they'll pull characters from that?
Yeah.
Because
Probably
there's a lot of
Sky, right?
Sky. I think as long as like because they just did something. Did you guys see the latest season of Agents of Shield?
I haven't watched Agents of Shield since like season
I'm
2.
2 episodes out of finishing.
Just tell him
Okay.
he's not gonna remember
Well,
anyways.
there's a chance that Phil Coulson can come back.
Yeah.
But like an Agent May, they seem to love that chick, the one who voiced Mulan, who's
Yeah.
Agent May in that. So there's good. She actually just
She
gave
won
her-
awards for it too, right?
They gave her a lifetime award with Robert Downey Jr. for
Yeah.
the same thing. So I have a feeling they'll bring her into it as long as like these characters survive the next season. But I thought that was interesting. I also thought it was interesting that they went into She-Hulk. They showed the concept art for that.
Because that's
Ms. Marvel
getting
and,
a show, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel and Moon Knight.
So
And
none of the
specifically
Hulk-
said all 3 of them will be in the movies at one point too.
So none of the Hulks made it. So now they're going She-Hulk.
Well, the problem. Well, we've been over this before. They're not allowed to do a standalone Hulk movie.
Yeah, who owns
Because
that?
Universal owns the rights to standalone Hulk movies. So they are not allowed to
that's
do it
lame.
themselves. That's why that Ed Norton one is technically canon in the universe. But then they're like, nah, fuck him. Here's Mark Ruffalo.
And you won't find it on Disney Plus.
No.
Really?
Because it's still
Same with the
Universal.
Spider-Mans.
Oh, really?
It's all Sony.
True.
Even though it's Marvel Studios?
Sony gets top billing.
Well, I mean, Far From Home
But-
just got put on Netflix, didn't it?
Yeah, I have a feeling Sony will eventually sell it to them, only
Alright.
because they, within the past week, canceled they're not doing their streaming service anymore.
They have one?
They had PlayStation Vue.
Oh, they canceled View?
Yeah, so they're going to get rid of that, and they
Oh.
said they're going to focus strictly on gaming, which to me means it opens up a deal for Marvel. Like, okay, I'll buy all your Spider-Man
Probably,
fucking
yeah.
franchises.
But I think I will say I don't think like that's the issue with the Hulk movies is Universal owns the cinematic rights to standalone Hulk. So that's probably why they're trying to do She-Hulk because they're probably trying to find some way to bring him back into there, but they know they can't do it by himself.
He specifically said Bruce Banner's not alone anymore, so it made me feel like Bruce is going to be involved. It's just
Oh,
it's
yeah, I'm
too
sure
far
Mark
out for them
Ruffalo,
to have
yeah.
any concrete idea.
So does that mean they're not going to do movies?
Who?
Sony.
No, they are.
You mean
Well,
Universal?
they're gonna keep doing.
They're just getting out of the streaming business. So I have a feeling they're gonna just license their project or their productions to other people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Like I'm not gonna sit there and waste the service.
I mean,
they
Sony
have.
Pictures almost went bankrupt a couple years ago, so
Yeah.
they kind of need other people's help.
And I don't think anyone actually used Sony Vue. Like I
Very few people used it for live cable.
Yeah, and PlayStation offers every other streaming service on it.
Yeah.
So like, why would you need it?
True.
Like you get Hulu on PlayStation that does live TV.
Yeah.
They did announce that it's not within that documentary thing, but there will be an Ant-Man 3. I don't think we talked about that in the past couple weeks.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yep. Well, there was some skepticism.
Yeah, but they've done so much with those movies and what they can do and how much like Pym's gonna make a difference.
Unfortunately, I would think Ant-Man. Well, I think it has happened. Ant-Man's the lowest
He is.
earning
He
of
is.
the bunch outside of like the early projects.
Yeah.
They announced that Guardians 3, obviously, Blade, and then what the fuck was the other one? Captain Marvel 2?
Well, I mean, we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, but I think they just officially announced them
Yeah.
for Phase 5.
I mean, Captain Marvel
question.
2 is nothing new.
Dumb question.
Probably true. So go ahead.
What happened to the clock?
It died.
Oh,
And people who watch this don't know we have a clock over there.
Oh, I did.
I don't know. I came down here one day and it just was off.
It was
and
just
I thought,
off.
okay, maybe the batteries are dead, so I switched those out. And then I plugged it in, nothing.
Fucking Cheever must have threw up on it.
I have no idea what happened. Because it wasn't even like it looked like it wasn't hanging right.
Yeah.
It just was off.
Fucking Cheever.
It was like $5.
So we're just gonna blame everything on Cheever from now on.
That's fair.
That's,
All right.
That's my game plan.
All right, that's fine.
I'm
I'm
sticking to
I'm
my
not
guns.
mad. I'm not mad at all.
And then another little bit of information that I'm sure will set you the fuck off.
Oh, fucking Kathleen Kennedy.
It is Star Wars related.
God damn! I
Yes!
didn't even get there.
They have put up the. So you know how Lucas made like 7 rounds of edits? Like they just kept going back and tweaking things in all the original trilogies.
Yeah.
They put his last round of edits up on Disney Plus. So the scene where Han shoots first,
Yeah.
Greedo shoots first, and he yells something.
Are you serious?
Yep. He yells like Macklemore or some shit like that. I don't know what it was. He yells something. But of course, that means.
Is that for all the edits after the fact for like all the new renditions or not renditions, but the.
So his last round of
coloring,
edits
whatever.
before he sold it off to Disney is what made it to Disney Plus.
So, speaking of
And this
edits.
is what Kathleen Kennedy sucks at her fucking
Well, I mean,
one
it was,
and only job.
It was George Lucas's final edits.
You don't have to.
They're his.
Yeah, and he did
I
it.
don't care.
So
Put the
speaking
damn originals on. You don't fucking fuck with the goddamn OG.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Fucking OG.
It was George. Like, you can't even get mad at her for that one. You get mad for the new 3 ones that are out there. But
Horrible, horrible, horrible. I still can't believe you can get tickets.
The IMAX is a different story.
what happened?
I just
IMAX
can't.
tickets for Star Wars are still on sale, and he's
I'm fucking hung up
talking
on that
as a
fact.
flop. I think it's 'cause it's IMAX.
No one's paying for IMAX, Gib.
I did.
You
Well,
did.
IMAX and AC.
No one's going to AC just to see Star Wars. Most people probably already bought tickets for
I'll
Cinemark
give
or
you credit.
Deptford.
The other 2 probably did sell out.
I just.
How about, can I
But
prove
it
him
also-
wrong?
I'm
gonna prove
blown
him wrong.
away
But
that.
it could also be like onesie-twosie seats.
What day does it come out?
The 19th.
Okay. The
And
19th or the
it's-
18th?
Are you looking at the
19th.
6 o'clock showing?
It was 9.
Oh, you're looking at the 9. So is the 6 sold out?
The 6 was sold out.
All right. So for Cinemark, for the advanced screenings,
It was
Yes.
sold out all weekend for AMC.
Well, that's because that's fucking AMC. They also don't have many seats though.
so for Cinemark right now for the advanced
All of them.
screenings, they have, holy shit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They have 16 showings right now. So if I check the 7 o'clock, I can guarantee you
Oh.
there's probably like 4 seats left in random
I
areas.
just think that most people don't want to go to AC in December.
Yeah. So this is what's
I
left
know.
in the
We're the
7
only idiots.
o'clock. Just those green ones.
But
Yeah, and
there's
that's probably
still
what's-
seats left.
But you have to understand there's 16 screens in that theater.
I don't
They have
fucking
an
care.
availability to do
This
multiple.
is a flop.
Go buy him.
And Endgame has
Flop.
that problem too.
People are gonna buy it when it gets closer
Flop.
too. You have to remember that, Gibby.
Well, before we move on from Star Wars, did you see the interesting note that they had to bring in George Lucas after screen testing to kind of give it like some changes at the end?
To what one?
The Rise of Skywalker that we're getting ready to go see.
Now let's see. Wait, let me check
I did not
Deptford.
hear that.
Yeah.
But it is fucking needed, and I don't think he did enough to fix it because he's probably giving a turd.
You haven't
He
seen it
just
yet.
polished it a little bit.
He's already angry about it. It's fine.
I really hope you eat your hat on this one.
He's gonna. He's absolutely
There's
gonna.
no fucking way.
No, this is gonna be the one that
it's
he
such-
loves.
They
Oh,
brought back JJ and they brought in George. Like, they're doing everything they can to appease people like you.
I don't care. You cannot close this entire story in one movie. I don't see how it's physically possible. I really don't.
And JJ
So,
will blow your mind.
Deptford only has 5 screenings available, and the 7 o'clock is already sold out, which is their second earliest one. But the other one, the 6 p.m. it says it's almost full, and the 8:45 is also almost full.
Almost full. Not even
Almost.
sold out.
Gibby, it's a month out. Over that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Some people don't even know what they're working yet.
Because they're fucking
It's also around the
lost.
Christmas time, so a lot of
Yeah.
the retail people
Yeah.
can't get off.
I have.
That's what I mean. A lot of people don't know what they're working yet.
That day with the CFO,
How?
No, you
How
don't.
do you know that far out?
because they're scheduled. I'm already trying to get it pushed.
You should. I have already laid the wall down that I am off that
I
day.
Didn't
looked
you
at-
work from home today just for one episode?
Yeah, I laid down the
Yeah.
wall that, like, they're thinking about doing something in Tampa that
So.
week, and I said, well, I'm leaving Wednesday night, so...
I'm already working the secretary. I'm like, yeah, this meeting needs to get pushed.
Just specific Star Wars.
Just slip her a 20, dude.
You wear the jacket. Do you wear that to work?
Yes.
So
that's
I
all
would
I
just be
wear.
like,
And this one, my other one,
just put a piece of tape on it that says December 19th.
that
so they
Chewbacca
know.
one. That's all they see me is in Star Wars jackets.
So I feel like it's understandable.
Just slip her a 20.
Or just say, it's Star Wars, you lose. It's been
Yeah.
around longer than you. Go away.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Alright.
It has
what
to
I was
happen.
trying to say before he got
It's
off
either
on
that or I'm
tangent.
just taking calling out sick.
Hello, blah, 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 blah.
Not coming in.
So did you see that there was also they also talked about the fact that for Justice League there was a Zack Snyder edit. There was a whole
Probably
Zack.
worse.
Well, so here's the thing. This is what I was talking
even
about.
better.
So there was apparently a whole Zack Snyder cut that is like around, and Jason Momoa wants it to be released. He is Team Zack Snyder, which blows my goddamn mind because that guy sucks.
Like,
So apparently the Zack Snyder cut, he has seen it and he fucking loves it and wants it to be released one day. And he's hoping it is and like pushing for it.
the best parts of that movie were
We're
just
fucking,
we-
yes! I know. This is why I wanted, because I wanted to see this.
Don't like Zack Snyder.
Neither
at
do
all.
I.
It's like they said, hey, Christopher Nolan was kind of dark and gritty. Who can we get that's even grittier? Oh, Zack Snyder. Let's make Superman dark and gritty.
Yeah, but
what
he
the
did
fuck?
he does like doom and gloom. He doesn't do
Yeah.
dark and grit.
Superman is supposed to be the polar opposite of Batman. That's what makes those two mesh well in like that whole dynamic. And you went and just said, oh, your mother's Martha? My mother's Martha too. Let's stop fucking fighting.
I knew this would work.
Oh, I can't stand Zack Snyder. You want that cut. That is what you're asking for. You're asking for that fucking logic applied to the entire Justice League.
Yeah.
It would have been much
Yep.
better.
That's what Jason Momoa wants. He's
better.
pushing for the fact that they release the Snyder cut one day.
What's the Justice League again?
That's a guy who gets typecast in everything.
Momoa?
He is a fucking Viking in almost everything.
Yeah,
The
he
Thraki's
is.
a fucking essentially a Viking. He's in a show called Vikings. Like, he does not. You never gonna see him play Bond. He can't get fucking clean cut. I hate him.
I know, right?
He's useless. He's a grunt. That's all he
He
is.
is.
He's a
Oh,
fucking
that phone's
grunt.
about to pop. It's really
He's a
great.
grunt. So we're taking the word of a grunt that this cut's gonna be good. Okay.
I don't know. I guess he likes
His
the dark
claim
and
to
gritty.
fame is
It's
fucking
simple.
Emily
He
Clark.
didn't have to speak,
Amelia.
so therefore he
Whatever.
liked it better.
Was he anything before Thrones?
Yes, he was in a couple shows actually.
Another Viking show. It was
No,
Who
the,
are we talking about?
Oh God, there's a gift. So have you ever seen the gift that goes around on Facebook where there's a guy with short hair where
No.
he flips the chair out and sits down like that?
like, yeah.
That's him. He was in a couple shows
So he was
before.
like an extra.
Not he. I
So he
forget what
wasn't
the fuck
anything
his show is.
major.
No.
So
It might-
he became big off of not
I
speaking
think he was an
English.
entourage. Was he an entourage?
Who's that?
The first, the Dothraki leader.
This is gonna bother me because now I would remember what it was.
Oh, he's the one that raped her.
Kind of. Yeah.
Technically.
And then made the guy a crown.
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember the weirdest fucking things.
I feel like that'd be something you remember though.
Yeah, but like.
he pours the fucking molten gold on his fucking head.
And he went out like a punk, like Bobo did.
Yeah, I know. What the
He had an
fuck?
affected boob, so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, while she
Bullshit.
looks that up, I just thought it was an interesting note that they kept adding more to that Han and Greedo scene. Well, they should have just left it the fuck alone. Just
I
because
know.
they don't want Han to be a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. He's a fuck you.
Scruffy.
Papa.
Scruffy. Or a scoundrel. Is that the word you're looking for? Scoundrel.
That word right there. He's that.
He's a god. You're a goddamn idiot.
Shut up.
Well,
At least I can speak English.
to me, if him shooting
drunk.
Greedo without
I
Greedo
had a
even like
twisted
shooting,
lemonade thingy.
it's an Arnold Palmer.
Or whatever.
So, fun
Words.
fact: Jason Momoa was on Baywatch.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Head.
He was on it for he was on it for like a decent time too,
Makes
and
sense.
So my
he was
question
also in a
is,
show called The Game,
He
and I
played
think that's
the
what I'm thinking the
fucking
GIF is from.
does he
surfboard.
just not speak in any of his roles?
He does, but not well.
Because I guarantee you, the Baywatch one, he's just sitting there just jogging.
No,
He's
he's a surfboard.
he's got 44
I don't
episodes
know,
in his role.
man.
Yeah.
He got a nice
Yeah,
hard
fucking
bod.
stoner.
Mm.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, he is pretty attractive.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what's great? So, spoiler alert, we filmed Potter Nerd last week with Frank.
What?
You don't realize how many times you use your fucking hands until you're on just an audio podcast.
Who, me?
No, me. Because I'll start describing
You're
things with my
animated,
fucking hands,
yeah.
and I go, oh, well, at least everybody can fucking see what I'm doing.
That's right.
So that'll happen.
As
And we
you
make
put
fun
your
of
hands behind your back to not
Yeah.
do it.
And I'm the autistic one.
You are
No,
the autistic
you
one.
are.
No!
How did that come back
animated.
up? I don't understand what that had to do with anything.
Because
Yeah,
that
'cause
was
it's
one.
autistic.
That was one of the things. That was one of the
One of the
things.
things.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
1 out of 20.
One of the things.
Oh my god.
You had the other 19.
It doesn't
Try
matter.
like 30.
It doesn't matter. Who's counting?
We were, and you're autistic.
God.
The whole episode.
That's a problem. God.
We've been telling you this for years. Get some fucking help.
It's too late. You're on the back half. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm on the decline now.
You peaked in high school, buddy. You've been declining for a while.
Damn.
Like middle school.
I made it. I made it big.
Other news that we got going on. Sonic. They finally fucking rendered it to the point where he's not horrifying, giving children nightmares.
Giving adults nightmares. Jesus Christ, that was so bad.
So they did a comparison. They kind of, they made the nose. He's more cartoonish.
They basically took the video game and they gave it fur. Like, that's all they did.
I don't think the annoying orange, just blue. So
Wait, was that the only thing they changed in
no,
it?
they changed.
No,
like,
they changed it a lot.
Made him look like Sonic.
Yeah.
He
No, I
looks
meant
like
did
Sonic.
they just change
Him.
the hedgehog?
That
the
was the
rest
only
of
issue.
him?
As far as we know. So like,
That was my question.
if
Sorry.
like Tails shows up later, we better hope to God they took the hint with Sonic. Like that would be fucking horrifying. It's like, oh, let's do a cameo, and it's like Jesus
Knuckles?
Christ.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like
We
Here
forgot
comes
to fix
Knuckles.
him too.
Here comes Knuckles.
so there is that potential that we get that unfortunate side effect at the end.
I mean, like I said, I give them a lot of credit because most movie companies would have been like, "You're fucked. Here's what you're getting," but they listened.
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna go see it.
Well, that's probably because they didn't want it to buy. I don't even know what's the production company that made that.
I think
if they had to re-render
wasn't it
everything,
Sony?
it had to be a fucking shit ton
If
of
it
money.
was Sony, they definitely learned their lessons of how vindictive fucking fans can be.
That's right.
That's why Spider-Man's back in the MCU. They weren't gonna fuck around. I honestly don't know who does Sonic,
I can look it up.
but they probably anticipated these flaws
Sega.
of people just going, "I'm not gonna go see that. Like it looks dumb."
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
turned
say,
out a lot better.
the
It
people will
like
probably just wait for it to
much
come
better.
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Production company looks like it's Blur Studio.
Blur. Who owns Blur Studio?
There's got to be like one of the big five or someone pushing it out, like Paramount or
Right.
something like that.
MGM.
But I could, if it's just an independent like that, I could totally see
No.
them going back. to
Oh,
the well.
Paramount.
So that's probably a studio that had to go back to the well and fix
It's
it.
It says it's production companies for original films, Sega, Blur Studio, Marza Animation Planet, Hedgehog Films, and DJ2 Entertainment, and its distribution company is Paramount Pictures.
Didn't Paramount also put out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
We own,
But
they own
funny
Star Trek.
story, how much do you think the budget was?
Well, I'm
high,
pretty
'cause
sure
most
they.
of it's CGI.
I'm gonna
What
say
do you
they
think?
probably doubled
Give
it.
me a ballpark figure.
Wait a minute. The original budget or
200
what it's
million.
at now?
What it says right now, it's showing on Wikipedia the budget.
Either 200 or 250.
I would say it's probably more than that. I bet you that's probably what it was originally, and then it probably ballooned.
It's
You get
90
to get-
million.
You get to go.
90?
90?
90.
Oh, this thing's failing.
No.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive. If they had to re-render everything.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Sonic's the only thing that's CGI'd.
Yeah, but he's gonna be in
But-
every scene.
Yeah, he's in-
he's the main fucking
But
character.
do we know that though? Because it seems like they meet Sonic like a little bit in, like the way that they're doing it.
He's the main fucking
He
character.
is, but they've done dumber shit.
Maybe that's why they said, all right, I'll re-render it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
He's hardly
Yeah,
in there.
he's hardly in
Like,
it.
oh,
yeah.
it's easy
Yeah, but
fix.
you also remember he's
It's
also
a Gary movie.
you also
Yeah,
remember
exactly.
he's a blue blur for a lot of it. That's not that hard to CGI.
It's true. I mean, I'm shocked that it was under 100.
Yeah, it says its budget was 90 million.
I
So
would
it
guess
might not
That
be a
means-
it might not be a flop just for the simple fact that it had such a low fucking budget.
That means Jim Carrey and what's his face aren't getting paid that much.
Jim
I would
Carrey
say
has
it's
to be
just-
doing this
yeah.
because he wants to.
It doesn't strike me as the Jim
He
Carrey these
doesn't-
days.
He doesn't do much though.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. He picks,
He has a show on Showtime.
but he doesn't
What
do.
show?
But you're right.
Kidding.
He doesn't do much. But I don't think he. I think he
has his own
chooses
cartoon.
that.
Makes fun of Trump.
That is Stephen Colbert.
No, he's got one as well. He
What is it?
released it on. Just released a new episode on what the hell is the fucking holiday we just had about the vets?
Veteran Day?
Veteran
Wow.
Day. He just did that. Just released an episode on that.
Do you hear yourself as you said that?
I don't give a fuck.
Clearly.
But
What is
yeah,
that day that celebrates veterans? Begins with a V, ends with day. Veterans Day.
I'm sorry. But yeah, he went
Holy
and bashed.
shit! He just apologized too.
He just bashed the shit out of him on Veterans Day.
Doesn't he make art now or something? He makes
That's what I'm
like
saying.
a-
That's
He
what I'm
has a
saying.
cartoon thing.
Jim,
yeah.
no, but what I'm
I
saying
don't
is,
know if it's like an actual
Jim
cartoon
Carrey
or
has
like
taken
comic book
himself
strip.
out of the spotlight. So if he's doing a movie, I think he's choosing to do it. Is what I mean.
He's not out of the spotlight per se. Like, he's been doing a show. Like,
He's doing
this
a
entire
lot of
time.
politics.
Also,
He's been doing more serious.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was Warner Brothers.
That makes sense.
Warner Brothers.
I don't know why. I guess I associate him with Nickelodeon because Paramount usually pushes a lot of their shit out.
Well, did you see a ton of Nickelodeon stuff just dropped on Netflix?
That makes sense. It's
Yeah.
probably their way. Viacom's way. Is Nickelodeon Viacom?
I think so.
Oh,
Yes, for a while they
that's
were.
Who has it?
But that's fucking retarded because once they merge with CBS is gonna have no content.
Yeah, a ton of Nickelodeon stuff just dropped on Netflix. I was a little
Well,
upset
they
because,
could just pull it right
but it was
now.
their lot. It
Yeah.
was a lot of their live action shows. Like I'm a small child and just while I was sick rewatched Victorious because I think that show's stupid but funny. And like stuff like Cat and Sam and Cat are on there, and like all of that stuff seems to be appearing on there
You guys
now.
might be able to watch Gibby.
He is on iCarly.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, but
It's a Nickelodeon show, isn't
I
it?
know. She said Sam and Cat.
Gibby.
Sam dealt with Gibby. I actually think Gibby does pop up in that show.
But not as frequent as iCarly.
No, not at all. Gibby was the main character in iCarly after one point because I loved iCarly.
But I to bring it back to the Sonic thing, I'm shocked that $90 million was
Yeah.
the budget.
That's why I asked you that. I was like, how much do you think this movie cost?
$5.
Because I just
All
At
free.
this rate, yeah.
as CGI and having James Marsden and Jim Carrey, which I think are two fairly decent names, under $100 million. That's
Which is
pretty
why I'm
impressive.
saying I feel like they are just choosing to do this movie.
Or it might be a,
percent of the box office.
I was going to say percentage box office.
Everybody probably hears that success that Robert Downey Jr. had. Like,
Yeah.
I'll do percent.
But that makes sense though, because if it is percent of the box office, that makes sense why they might have gone back and changed Sonic because they wanted it to actually do good in the box office.
Well, that also is pretty much
Wow.
viral marketing for them a little bit. Too.
Oh, yeah,
They
'cause
got
everyone-
talking about it.
Yeah,
so-
and everyone's gonna be happy that they.
I'm more thinking like you're saying, where he wanted to do it, so therefore he takes a percentage of the box office, therefore it doesn't cripple them if it's a flop. It really takes the risk off the studio.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like with them changing it and listening to the fans who were going to go see this, that's gonna be that. For that alone, most people are gonna go see it just because they were listened to. Like honestly.
I mean, I planned on seeing it.
So do I. I think it's gonna be funny.
Actually, I've been saying that a lot lately. I haven't been to the movies since Spider-Man. So,
Spider-Man!
other news.
It's because all the D&D we've been doing.
No, there hasn't been anything out, really. No, I totally got it.
Fucker.
You're the reason we canceled it.
Damn right!
Anyway, the other news I had from the Vulture Festival.
Vulture!
Everybody in the cast of Community, except for the funny ones, said they would do a Community movie.
Success. I think it should happen.
They don't have Donald Glover or Chevy Chase. Those are the two that I would want to see.
Damn.
But everybody else was on stage for some kind of reunion and said as long as Dan Harmon writes the script, they'll do the movie.
Everybody except for the funny.
Like, obviously, if that group was funny, it wouldn't have puttered off onto Yahoo. So,
That's funny.
Did you watch Community?
No.
Of course not.
I don't even know what we're talking
No,
about.
Compadre did.
God damn, you people suck.
Damn right I do.
Let me just talk to the fucking wall then. I'd
God
be interested
damn
to see
it.
the movie if they got Donald Glover to come back.
Dan Raoul, I need
I
you to
could
come
see
on
him
the
coming
show.
back.
Could you?
Yeah, it's not like he's doing much else.
Is he rapping?
I
still?
think he said the last album he put out was his last one. Like I think he was like, I'm done.
But I haven't seen him do comedy since that.
I don't know. He was
Because
in
he's done that
Spider-Man.
Atlanta show. Yeah, but he didn't do it. He wasn't the comedy aspect
don't
to
know.
that. And he really wanted to be Miles Morales. That's the only reason he took that fucking role.
I feel like he's too old.
He is. For what they were building, absolutely.
Damn right, boys.
That's why they made him the uncle instead of
Yeah.
Miles. But he was Simba in Lion King, and he's still got that show Atlanta on FX.
Fuck that Lion King.
I haven't seen it.
I don't want to.
And you're in a while.
I don't like Beyonce.
Matata.
I think Beyonce's massively overrated.
Have accidentally heard the soundtrack.
Yeah?
I had like a Disney playlist going,
I have a question.
and it was on there.
Yeah.
And
Is it on Disney Plus?
not yet.
What?
That probably killed everybody's fucking ears.
Oh no, apparently the mics aren't very loud.
They aren't?
Apparently not.
Damn right, son.
Tend
I
to be
was
a little
told the
low.
video quality is crap and no one's talking into the mics.
Who said that?
Mikey,
Mikey,
Hi,
no one
Mikey.
likes you.
we do look kind of grainy.
Did you touch the camera?
No, I walked the other way around. I'm not like these idiots who walked in front of it.
No, when you waved.
No.
Anyway,
I wasn't that.
your mic's definitely not low.
Yeah,
His
well,
mic's
I'm just
never low.
loud, so it doesn't count.
So I'm watching that go nuts.
Shut up.
Anyway, I accidentally heard Hakuna Matata.
How bad was it?
It's bad. So,
Really?
like,
Who sings it?
Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner.
Oh, God, my two favorite characters.
You don't even know who they are.
Damn right I know, but they're my two faves.
Billy Eichner wasn't Billy Eichner.
Oh,
and
that's
Seth
better.
Rogen definitely talked the whole lot.
Seth Rogen should never sing.
But, like, if you compare it against the cartoon version
Yeah.
and how but how, like, the voice acting
Yeah.
Nathan Lane, the other guy, when they did the whole young warthog story, it was awful. It was just fell
Yeah.
flat to me. And then I heard the Beyonce and Donald Glover.
I hate Beyonce.
Can I feel the love tonight?
Oh,
And,
man, the pipes on her.
Yeah,
She's-
after every sentence.
She tries too hard, and she's not the diva she thinks she is.
Well, it's great to hear it come through your Challenger speaker system of just like louder than the fucking words.
She's the diva.
She's awful. Like,
She is awful. I'm sorry.
Yo, she married Jay-Z. She got that cash.
He's
He
yo.
awful.
cheated on her.
She got, yeah.
She's got like 3 albums about
It
it.
don't even matter, honey. He got money, honey.
No, she probably
She
has more
probably
money
has more
this-
than him.
Yeah,
No,
this, yes.
Not even close.
Well,
Absolutely.
okay.
It's not even
He
remotely
probably
close.
produces all our albums, so he gets a percentage.
Yeah.
He's a pimp.
It's not. He's the
Pimp.
richest rapper
Pimp?
out there because he got the beats. He's got so much product
He's-
out
Beats
there.
is
It's
not
He
Right.
does not own.
He owns a portion of it though.
Yeah, but
No, he
Dr.
does
Dre owns
not.
more of it.
Beats got bought
Yeah.
out by Apple. He doesn't own
He
shit
got a
from it
shit ton of
anymore.
money out of it though.
Originally,
he's
yeah.
got
But Beats is owned by Apple now. Beats is not by them anymore.
whatever. He is the richest rapper.
About to find out.
Go ahead.
That says Drake.
Boo.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It says
Drake might be the richest current singing rapper. Because there's not many out there anymore.
mine says
Also,
don't-
while you're looking that up,
Start at number
something that
one.
will make Padre happy, because speaking of Billy Eichner, did you see they put his show on Netflix?
They did.
Billy on the Streets is on Netflix.
Oh, you're right. It was Jay-Z.
1
But-
billion?
Not by much.
Who's second?
Sean Diddy Combs.
That makes sense, because
Who the fuck is that?
Puff Daddy.
Oh.
but he has done a ton of stuff, and he has his hand in a lot of other musical artist stuff.
He's got his hands in fashion.
He's got his hands in fucking everything.
But
Booyah, bitches.
I
Don't fucking hate the player. Hate the game.
Everyone hates you.
yeah.
I'm part of the game.
No.
If you're part of the game, rock and roll would still be a thing.
Chill.
Anyway, I don't even know how the fuck we got there.
Oh,
I do, because Lion King
Lion King
sucks.
sucks.
Other news. Now I get the stupid rappers list on my phone.
That's right. That's all he's gonna see now whenever he's googling something. It's
Probably.
gonna pop it up in the bottom right. All his ads. Rappers.
Bottom right?
Gonna look for fucking
Rappers.
It's gonna be Jay-Z's stupid looking face.
Oh my god.
It now won't load. Fantastic. Back to Disney Plus to kind of bait in more users if you hadn't already bought the subscription. Endgame released some deleted scenes that we didn't get even on the Blu-ray.
No, isn't it? I thought it posts credit scenes.
No, it's deleted.
Oh, it's deleted.
I watched it.
Get a life. Suck it. Somebody was working today.
I can multitask.
Bitch.
Anyway, it was the scene between Tony Stark and his daughter Morgan in that way station thing, and that's all that's loading on my phone.
That's all you need.
We
Really?
didn't even need that.
We needed it. You had to see that. It was part. It was literally
Clearly,
integral.
Clearly,
to
we
the
didn't
plot
because they deleted it.
story. It was needed.
It killed the flow.
Well,
Like, is the emotion? You didn't even see Endgame, did you?
yes, I seen the shitty
When?
Endgame.
When?
I don't know, a couple months ago.
You didn't watch it, did
Gibby,
you?
how's it end?
They all died.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of what happened. The whole plot of that was to make sure they all didn't die.
Yeah, I know, but the only good ones died.
Oh yeah, like who?
We have the Man in Iron.
Okay. Who else?
That's an
Well,
easy
Vision didn't come back at all.
Who
so I
else
guess
died?
He's technically dead.
Yeah, he just has an upcoming show.
Well, I guess he's probably. Oh no, the
Focus Gibson.
what's it called? Jumped off the cliff. What a bitch.
Say your
That's
name.
fair. I mean, he would never have gotten her name. Even if he did watch it 100 times, he'd still be like, that bitch. So, okay. But there was, who else?
That's the only ones I remember. I know Captain got old, but I don't know if I would consider him dead yet.
Thanos is dead. You're the worst.
Well, Thanos might still be alive. I'm holding out hope.
He got snapped
Yeah.
away and got
He
his
was
head cut off.
willed out of existence.
No, he can will himself back in. He's fucking Thanos.
Maybe. Who knows? I seriously can't get this. Oh, you had Pokemon news.
Yes.
Kicking it over to you.
Yes.
Jay's like, and here you go.
Pokemon wants you to forget about catching them all.
Wait,
It's no longer.
we don't
a
do
thing.
that anymore.
No, we
That's
don't.
what he just said.
We
There's only
can't.
400 Pokemon in the new game, and they talked about how they knew this was coming at some point, and you won't be able to catch them all anymore.
That's
Don't
just
catch 'em
lazy.
And they got rid of some of the bigger names too. I'm pretty sure you can't get Squirtle.
Yeah, that is some fucking bullshit. Find this shit out after I finish the down payment on the fucking thing.
Exactly.
Gonna have to have that transferred to other games. Fuck them.
You know you're still gonna buy
No,
it.
no Squirtle. What the fuck's the point?
Well, so I also heard
No
that
Squirrel Squad.
apparently
Yeah.
people were bitching because Bidoof wasn't in it either, and apparently they did add him. Or
They
they're
add them
gonna.
just to
I think. I don't know if it was a joke or not, but I saw
useless
that.
Pokemon.
He's in.
How can you not at least have all the starters?
All
So
the
they only
starters
have-
should have been in
they
there.
only have
They all
Charmander.
should have been
That's
in there.
fucking retarded.
You're not wrong.
Especially, have you seen the evolutions for the new starters?
Oh, I did see the evolutions. I didn't see the types and things like that. Basically, they all turned into an emo kid for the middle evolution. It was
Emo.
really funny. Like, it looks bad, and then
So
like,
she's never gonna level him past
well,
that.
so Sobble
emo.
turns into a blue pink panther apparently, which is what my padre told me, which is kind of true because if you look at him, he looks like he looks like the Pink Panther. Gronky just looks like Donkey Kong but green, and then I don't remember what Score Bunny looks like.
It was a real blurry image of him. It just looks like a rabbit standing. It looks like it could be another fighting type, which would piss me off.
Which is gonna piss everybody off because nobody wants another firefighting.
So this also messes up the Pokemon tournament because they got rid of multiple, I think over 100 moves and skills. So
He can't fly anymore.
No.
Let's be honest, he
son.
couldn't fly to begin with.
Can't pull that move off.
It's gone. No birds.
Bye.
Fuck that.
Just a bunch of fucking.
We need a boycott.
and I didn't get a good chance
Knick-knack,
to look
patty
at it,
whack.
but
Whack didn't make this.
the whole
Who
point
made
of
it?
buying the two games was to trade back and forth to catch them all.
Mhm.
But now there's like a gimmick, I think, with the gyms.
Mhm.
I think there's different gyms in each game. So yeah.
Gimmick.
Such a money grab. That's
Yes.
all this fucking thing is. Shitty money grab
So,
at that.
so are they gonna make you buy both, or can you
Yep.
like?
Sounds like.
So I was gonna say, it sounds like it's
Yeah, but aren't you still gonna have to trade between the two?
No.
It sounds like you're gonna get two different gameplay adventures.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, what's the point? Like, that's fuck them.
It's a money grab.
So there'll still be a Pokedex that you can complete between the two games, but they're getting rid of that national Pokedex.
Stupid.
I knew they were getting rid of the national decks. I do think it's going to be added later because my thing and my theory was the fact that the only reason you were able to fill the national Pokedex before was because people were using Pokebank.
They already said they're not bringing that back.
Let me talk.
It's dead.
You're dead, or you're gonna be. So with the
Great
Pokebank was also only for the 3DS. They hadn't created one for the Switch yet, which a lot of people think they're gonna do with the Pokemon Home. So my thing is, I feel like they're having trouble because if you think about it, this is the first original Pokemon game available for the Switch, right? With Pokemon Let's Go and Pikachu and Eevee Let's Go, you only have Kanto. So they'd only be able to pull.
The original though, because if you think about it, all that mechanics had to be redone.
But what I'm saying is with Pikachu and Eevee Let's Go, you only had Kanto available, right? So you could pull everything from Kanto, but to get any of the Pokemon from the other generations without putting all 800 into that game, you don't have it because they're all for the 3DS or a DS. So without having that Pokebank feature like you had before, it's going to be hard for them to transfer it from game to game. So I have a feeling eventually they're going to introduce the Pokemon Home where it does make a transfer between consoles. I think they're having that console, finding that bridge between the two consoles is what's tripping them up.
I think the Pokemon Home is going to be made as a Pokebank for the Switch, but I don't think they're going to
But
bring
that's
other ones back.
I don't know. That's my thing.
Because-
I think their problem is they're
all
just
dead. No
they're
Squirtle.
having trouble finding that bridge to pull them in between consoles, and I think that's the issue.
Masudo, or whatever the guy's name is, said this was kind of like a long time coming, where at some point they had to end, because you have over 800 Pokemon right now.
It's just pure laziness.
And
They should have known what they were doing.
It absolutely is laziness, because people are also complaining that this is on the Switch now. The animations for the battle are the same exact thing that it's been on the 3DS and the DS.
Okay.
Like, nothing's changed with that. Like, we're only getting the overworld, which should have happened a long time ago,
Because that's
too.
open world, right?
Yeah, well, the overworld, you'll see the Pokemon now.
Okay.
And, like, we should have had that instead of just random encounters. And that's really the only new feature to it. And like I said...
Which they took from Let's Go.
Yeah, exactly. So they're taking moves out of it. They're taking abilities out of it. They're taking Pokemon out of it. So it's a watered-down version.
See, personally, for me, when it came to the Pokemon games, I was really hoping they were going to do, even if it was a full brand new game, expansion packs.
Yeah.
So you started with the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and then you went into, like, the silver version.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that would have been.
And that would be fine, and people would probably be less pissed. But like I said, I think that they were trying to be lazy when they introduced the Pokebank, because it stopped them from having to keep doing that. You could pull it from other games, but I think they're finding that bridge to be able to pull it from 3DS to the Switch is where they're tripping up.
But, like, you gotta think they pull it from your phone.
Yeah, no,
so,
but
like,
I meant
they pull from Pokemon Go.
they did, but that was only Kanto, is what I mean. Is what I'm saying. Like, I think that they're having trouble communicating between the two, or something's getting tripped up, because it was still only Kanto for that. All of the Pokemon that you could pull from your phone were already available in that game.
I think it's just an excuse for them that going forward, they're going to give you maybe like 50 new Pokemon each time.
Probably.
And then we're just going to shuffle the rest of when they go out to do areas. It's
What,
them
you-
slowing down the
likely.
creation.
Get a 50 and then put the extra.
Oh, Squirtle's back in this
Yeah,
game.
Yeah.
bring
And
it in.
eventually they will all become like where it's to the point where the National Dex is back, possibly, but
I think overall probably not, unless the Pokemon Home does turn into whatever you
for
got.
the Pokebank.
Yeah.
Banks of Pokemon. I got a bank of Pokemon.
Can you just turn his
I
mic
feel
off?
like that was kind of offensive.
Most,
It, like, it probably started offensive up there in his head and
most,
came out just...
most of what he
dumb.
says is typically offensive.
No.
Anyone watch Rick and Morty?
Yes.
No.
That returned on Sunday.
Yes, I did.
Boo.
Watched it yesterday. How'd
Another-
you feel about
They
it?
all died?
Technically, yes.
Thank God. It's done. It's over.
No.
They die like every episode.
Yeah,
Damn
seriously.
it. It's like Kenny. Just keeps coming back.
essentially.
Except Rick has a lot of clones.
That's another Dan Harmon creation. That's why I don't understand, like, you guys can watch Rick and Morty and then not translate over to Community, or at least you would in that sense.
It's not that I never have. It's not that I didn't want to. It's just I never have. Like, Community is something that I've wanted to watch, but it's just like shit. There's like 80 other things that I'm trying to do too. Like, it's kind of one of those things.
But yeah, it
Stop
was
going to
back.
emo night. You'll be fine.
No.
I think we're only getting 5 episodes. Like, you're not getting much. It's like 5 weeks, and then they're going another hiatus and putting out more.
I don't think it's that long a hiatus. I think it's just a holiday break.
I don't think you're getting them again until March. From what
March?
Yeah,
Really?
like, they're teasing the shit out of you.
That is fucked up then, because that first episode was pretty funny.
It was really good. Other news, apparently Ghostbusters 2020 might be done. And that the alleged release name is Afterlife? Or After or something? Hold on. This is where I'll lose all my stories again, because I clicked into a link. And
For the
It's Afterlife.
For
It brings
the
back all the
crowd.
original cast, except for, obviously, Harold Ramis, who's dead, and
Why'd he
Rick
die?
Moranis. Old.
Jesus Christ. Who allowed him to die? Did you give him permission?
No, I would have rather...
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so 4th season of Rick and Morty. The first 5 episodes will be premiered in November. The season will premiere on November 10th, 2019. The remaining 5 will premiere sometime in the future.
In
So they have announced.
December of next year.
So it'll be the 10th, the 17th, 24th, the 1st, and the 8th.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else. Fucking dicks.
Yeah, it's definitely a teaser.
Dude,
But
the
apparently they were greenlit for like 80 episodes, though.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton more coming.
I think Dan Harmon overall is just lazy.
Yeah,
Like,
because
I don't think he can keep up with the success that he's created.
to be fair though, most of these seasons have only been about 11 episodes long, so it makes sense.
I don't even know what Rick and Morty is.
It's a cartoon.
That you were
I
Rick.
own the fucking
Rick.
rights.
You
to
were
make
Rick.
It, though. We own the rights.
You're Rick without the intelligence.
Are you drunk? How do you own the rights to Rick and Morty?
Spencer's.
Spencer's does.
okay, you don't own the rights to make Rick and Morty. You have
Booyah!
licensing rights to sell their shit.
I don't get it. I don't know how we got it.
You don't get business? It's licensing rights. You don't actually
I don't
create
get it.
episodes. You
Shut
just
up!
sell
I don't
the
get
merchandise.
it. It's all good.
It's obviously.
You're making him mad. He
right.
told you to shut up.
That's
Got it on a mug.
He's talking out his ass.
Shot glass.
He typically.
Maybe we'll put it on a dildo next.
I'm surprised they haven't.
How
Probably
is there not
could.
a pickle dildo?
That's what I was about to say, Pickle Rick. But you are Morty, or Rick, but just not as smart. You're an alcoholic who's belligerent.
Still don't know what it is though. I know it's a cartoon thingy.
It's like the South
Anime?
Park for this
Whatever. I don't get it.
It's not anime.
Because you know how like The Simpsons was kind of risque for kids our age, and then South Park was risque for like your age. Rick and Morty is the risque version for like.
But like a
your age.
lot worse.
Yeah.
Like a lot worse.
I don't know if it's worse than South Park, but it's on that level.
on that level.
I don't know. At one point, there's
South
been
Park-
some bad
South
ones.
Park
It's grounded in reality a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like he used ice to deport a Jew to a concentration camp in the first episode of this season.
They compared one of Rick's creations to slavery, but with extra steps.
Yeah, but Cartman used ice. Like that is happening right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then they don't just like.
Oh, they also pulled in all that fascism stuff this episode, so that was not smart.
But from a Rick and Morty standpoint, he points out that it's wrong.
Oh, I know.
Cartman encourages it.
It's because Cartman's a dick.
Exactly. So like, that's the only reason I would think South Park would edge them out because, none of them have a moral compass whatsoever. Rick at least knew that fascism was stupid.
He just said it was stupid. He never said it was wrong. He just said it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So he worships
Still.
Mussolini?
Rick
That's
worships
the one you went
himself
to?
and no one else.
Well, who else did
That's
you
the
want
one
to
you
go
went to?
Yes.
Not Hitler?
He wasn't necessarily fascism. He was just a dictator.
But that's
Fascism
When
is
they
an
talk
Italy
about
thing.
that, who do you think they're
It's
talking
an Italy
about?
thing.
okay. But when they go to that in pop culture, who do you think they're going to?
Mussolini.
Okay. Spell it, and then you can use it.
M. Mussolini.
God, you couldn't conquer Africa.
Well,
Anyway,
they had spears.
you could just say it's mine, and it would have been his. The only one who was going to struggle out of was probably South Africa,
Oh my god.
which was technically England at the time.
Why are you arguing with him? He's not going to remember any of this.
Because that's the one he chose. He didn't go Stalin. He didn't go fucking Hitler.
Dictator. I'm just going down the road. I mean,
I can't with you.
You choose to
Just,
invite him.
he's on like an extra level tonight.
I don't know. I don't know.
We know.
I think this was in our weeks, but yeah, it was. Apparently on the 8th of November, Joker has become the most profitable comic book movie in history.
I've seen that. That's
Earning-
just the budget was. I didn't.
Six-
Yeah.
62.5 million.
It was so low.
Yeah.
Like
They didn't do
it
anything.
was like.
There wasn't a lot in there now that I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
it
Yeah.
was
A little bit of
so
makeup.
set up to do really well. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, no, like very little stunts. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it was almost like a documentary.
It could have been an Oscar. Again, if you would have taken the element of Joker and Batman out of it and just made it about a crazy dude,
Yeah.
Well,
you would
mental
have known
health.
it was comic book.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole story.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting note, though, that it's the most profitable. Because when I look at that movie, I don't really think of it as a
As
comic
profit,
book movie.
yeah.
And
At least until Sonic the Hedgehog comes out.
it could. It possibly could. It only cost $30 million more to make it.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. Like it's
And,
so
and like I
sad.
said, I do think a lot of people are going to go see it just because they said, all right, we'll fix it for you.
Imagine if like they do an Avengers, but like a cheap Avengers.
They might this time around. They're doing some weird things.
I'm
like-
just saying, like if you can somehow ground it into where you don't need as much CGI.
But if you think about it, people are going, especially with Marvel, people see it because it's Marvel.
You're
Yeah, that's what
only.
I'm saying.
You've got a mass amount of people you're going to make money off of just because it's Marvel.
I think the closest one that would have gotten to that was probably Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Because that was just a political thriller, if you think about it.
yeah,
The
because it really.
helicarriers were kind of probably the expensive
Yeah.
part of that.
Yeah.
Well,
And a
it's
guy
only
throwing a fucking
couple-
shield.
There's only a couple shots of that though.
Yeah. So, I mean, for
Yeah.
Marvel at least, that's probably the closest they got to it.
I was actually thinking the Wakanda one.
Black Panther?
Yeah. Because that one didn't really have much when it comes into cinematics either.
More
Do you want to talk about? Do you want to?
What?
All of Wakanda shit was.
Let's talk about like
It was
that
like
whole
a village.
that whole
It's
fucking
not. It's the
the
most
whole-
advanced city on the planet.
Yeah, but
the
it's
whole
village.
fucking scene where it's like purple with the lights and shit and the tree and everything.
It's a fucking light. That's like
And
a
let's talk about
lightsaber. That's
where
like a
all the-
lightsaber.
Where all the fucking stuff is, the flowers or whatever the hell they are, the underground stuff.
Yeah, where he got his
Gibby, what
power.
were you smoking when
That's
you
not
watched this movie?
CGI, man. It's a shit movie. I couldn't. It took me 3 sittings.
It
to
shows
watch
that you didn't watch it.
That was a rough one to go through. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I couldn't follow the story. It was just like the same thing happened over and over and over again. It was just brutally cringeworthy.
Okay.
I mean, you want me to get into it? I'll get
No.
into it. I mean, I will.
I'm just. I don't. The
How
movie
was he the
long.
Black Panther if it's not supposed to be passed on to him until after the rite of combat? And then they had to remove it from him to give it to somebody else. Why was he the Black Panther to begin with?
He was already the Black Panther before that. He was the Black Panther
He
before
shouldn't
Civil
have
War.
been. That was the whole
He
point.
probably had the
Shouldn't
right
have
of
been.
combat before Civil War.
Yeah, but they also said you are training to do that as you're younger, so he's taking that stuff.
The movie really focuses on him becoming king. He was
Yeah.
already the Black Panther.
Yeah, because
The
his dad was dead.
The king was supposed to be the Black Panther,
He stepped down.
which was his dad. His dad was still the king.
Well, you said Civil
No.
War, right?
Yeah.
He's the Black Panther in that, and the dad's still alive. At the
I
beginning.
know, but I didn't realize until that movie that the king was supposed to be the Black Panther. So therefore, in theory, in that movie, his dad should have been the Black Panther, not him.
But
I'm saying there's a continuity issue.
the
here.
dad was already setting it up for him to become king, so he
I
probably,
understand that, but
he
they did not
probably-
explain that in the
Let me
movie,
talk.
so therefore I call
Give me-
bullshit.
No, what I'm saying is he probably stepped down from the Black Panther mantle because he probably couldn't do it anymore because he was too old.
Which if they would explain that in the movie, I would have been fine with it. But
You
they
probably
never
bitched
said
it
it.
was too long at that point.
It could have
You're
been
bitching that
a
it was long
throwaway
right now.
line. A throwaway line.
It might have been. You said it took 3 sittings to get through it. I can't quote you dialogue because that's probably one of the ones I've watched the least. But
Yeah.
I have my.
That's a good
I
issues
think
with
I've
for
seen
other
it. I
reasons.
think I've seen it in full once.
Yeah, I think it was overhyped, but that's.
Yeah.
It was a normal Marvel movie with the. I'm sure the dialogue between him and his dad when he would have those
At some
visions
point explained
most
it.
likely went through it.
Yeah.
It was brutal, but yeah.
Oh, it is.
I didn't like it.
Not
Shocked.
surprised.
I am because you watch Dear White People, so I
A lot.
It's a good one.
feel like he would have
Yeah.
been expressed in that
I
movie.
think his love
I
for
like
Dear White
that.
People is in a different aspect.
They feel that they're
It's
getting canceled.
hilarious. I can't believe they're canceling. I don't know
It's Netflix.
why.
They don't let anything
I
go
mean,
past 4.
granted, second season was not as good as the first season. Or part. I don't even know. They don't even do seasons anymore. It's like parts. I don't get it. Weird ass Netflix. But I think they had a gold mine there. They had a gold mine.
I'm sure.
But the
Got
only
canceled.
issue. Well, actually, is this?
It'll be the 4th season that finishes.
Well, I guess it kind of makes sense because now they're all gonna be graduating.
Oh, spoilers.
Well, they're in college.
How do I know that? Spoilers.
Plus, they have a lot of other stuff that they're working on that's made more successful right now.
Yeah.
Like Haunting of Hill House, that's coming out soon.
Never heard of it.
I'm sure you heard of it. They shove it down your throat when you log on.
Yeah, Haunting of Hill House is coming out.
Sure.
The new part for Sabrina should be coming out soon.
They'll shove that down your throat
Yeah,
when that comes out.
absolutely.
No idea what
They
that
just
is
released a
either.
couple other originals. Like there's
I'm not on. The only thing I've watched on there has been Dexter, and I'm almost done that.
Yeah, they have World War II in color. That was just released.
I have that on DVD.
It's pretty good. I only watched one episode so far.
yeah.
Did you
they-
watch that documentary on that dude? I know. I just pulled a him.
Holy shit!
The Ivan the Terrible.
Oh yeah, I saw that got put on there.
That was really good.
I didn't
Was
see
it?
Yeah. So there's this guy who was like an auto worker in Ohio for
Uh-oh.
so many years.
No,
Somebody goes,
No,
hold
listen.
up.
Uh-oh.
I'm not in Ohio.
You're in automotive industry.
I'm on the computer
He
side.
wasn't
He's
a.
coming
He's
for
also
us.
not a Nazi.
And that was in the 1940s.
Don't give me. If you let him
Yeah.
talk, it would make sense.
Anyway,
No.
he immigrated over here and he settled in Ohio, became an auto worker, and then like in the 80s somebody went, oh, that's the guy that pushed me in the gas chambers. And they extradited him from the U.S. to Israel and put him on trial.
Because
How'd
they
that
said
go?
that he was a mass.
He lost.
They said that he was an awful Nazi in fucking World
Yeah.
War II. Like he killed and tortured and like hundreds of people and like tons of people testified against him because he went and hid in the U.S.
The whole catch was the evidence they had against him came from the KGB, and it looked fake. Because he was a Ukrainian, and the KGB wasn't fond of the Ukrainian people at that time, so they felt that they set him up. So he got found guilty by the Court of Israel. Then they did an appeal. It was marked innocent. Moved back to Ohio till about 2012, and Germany pulled his fucking ass out of there and said, "We're going to put you on trial." He died in Germany before his appeal could be followed, so therefore, by legal terms, he's still innocent. Even though Germany found him guilty. Of at least being involved. Maybe not being Ivan, but at least being involved because of all his backstories and stuff put him in the areas of camps.
Wow.
But he died during the appeal process, and if you don't get to see your appeal and you die, you're known as... It's unsolved, so therefore you're innocent.
So there you go, Gibby. That's how you're going to get away with murder. Die during your appeal process.
No need to watch it now. I just told you the whole thing.
I like it.
You wouldn't like it. You got to read a lot because it's all in different languages.
Well, that's Hitler.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's all the Israel language and the
I
German
did look
and
at the
Ukrainian.
trailer for it, and I was like, this, because I'm not a big documentary person, but that seemed interesting.
I like watching stuff on World War II.
That's what I like World War II
there's
stuff.
World War II, World War II in color. You got Nazis' mega structures. They're all in there. Mega weapons. I watched them all. They're all really good.
I'm not sure.
He's studying up for later.
Multiple seasons for most of them.
Well, we hit the 9 o'clock hour. Let's go around the horn, see what everybody's doing. Gibby, you're nothing.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead. You're going to fuck it up. I know you're going to do it. Just
Please.
And this is where he says the wrong email.
Email me at thedacemanshow@gmail.com so I can pass the information along to him.
Or
so
post
he
it.
can screenshot it and post it in our chat.
Puts in a chat of 30 people and go, huh? So, I mean, that's helpful.
When he's the one getting the emails and knows nothing
I
of what's
just know
going
he's
on.
in that chat, and he'll eventually see it.
Not usually. You have to tag him for him to see anything, just like we have to tag you.
You have more success sending it to me individually.
Yeah.
Because I don't have you muted.
Oh, now I know.
You're going to get muted after this. What do you got going on?
Mute you while we're fucking ending the show.
No muting.
Absolutely nothing. You should know better.
Tim!
Wait a minute.
Well, hold it.
I
Before he
got
goes
some
on.
stuff.
Dan
productive.
Raoul, you're
No.
supposed to come. You're supposed to come,
Shut
Dan
up.
Raoul.
Don't interrupt the only productive fucking guy on the podcast.
Are we guys? Oh.
I need your help logging into the YouTube account, by the way,
All right.
because I have.
Wait.
I got you.
Hold on. Do you
I
realize
got
who just
you.
left?
He created
He
it.
called me a
Okay.
hacker. He called me a hacker. I was trying to get in there.
Yeah, but he doesn't even know how to get into his own social media.
I created it.
You realize who you're asking for help from.
I know it's gonna be tough.
Don't say it on air!
Oh. thedacemanshow@gmail.com.
That's good. And go get a beer. You're out.
I'm so fucking confused right now. But yeah, I'll do whatevs.
Okay, good. We're glad, Gibby. Thank
So
you.
I'm uploading the Luigi's Mansion 3 playthrough. That's 24 episodes,
Go
I
get a
think.
beer. You're good.
Gonna do a Pokemon stream and a Harvester stream, which everyone needs to watch that freak show.
I was gonna do Pokemon. I was gonna see.
You gotta go upstairs. He said so. But yes, Tim streams, unlike other people. It wasn't really directed at you. I know you stream Apex once in a while.
A couple times I was gonna stream Apex and somebody's doing Luigi something.
Oh, why didn't you say anything in the chat?
Yours is much more.
Honestly, no. We would rather you stream.
If he
Trust me.
streams, it's 2 hours of. I need a fucking backpack. I need a fucking backpack.
2 hours
That's all it is.
God, this person sucks as he dies. Fuck this idiot. This person's awful. Why aren't they doing this? They should be doing that.
What we'll do after the show is let him play Apex, and you'll see why he can't
Yeah,
stream.
100%.
I need a fucking backpack. Yeah, Jesus Christ, your controllers aren't inverted. Blah, blah, blah.
I just sit there and listen to those three with my padre play, and I can hear Gibby through the headset just acting like a complete total ass.
Oh,
I don't
man.
understand why it's so hard to find a basic white backpack in that game.
So-
it blows
I
my
find
fucking mind.
Various levels.
Blows
Blows my
my
fucking mind. We'll land no matter what. Either
Why'd you
him
do
or my
this?
padre gets a fucking epic body shield. Immediately.
He
It's
doesn't
like,
know how to play the game.
yeah, apparently I know. And now I got promoted to platinum, and I want to uninstall the game.
Yeah, none of us want to play with him now because he put this in the script and we can't play it.
I just get smoked.
Just make a new account.
I might have to. It's free, thank God. Well, my problem is I put money into the fucking what's called, so I have to at least finish the season. But it's fucking bullshit.
You just don't play ranked anymore.
That's why I didn't play rank today.
Yep.
I can't. I just get smoked.
Anyway, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dace Man Show, where you get all the updates of everything we're doing. Go to twitch.tv/DaceMan and Friends to follow, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. He streams. That's phenomenal. Like
We have
before that-
content.
Yeah, we haven't had content in a while, so it's a good thing to get ramped up before the game is done.
Hopefully, if Cheever gets head out his ass, we can get the Blizzard one done.
Maybe if he'd
Well, you
stop
work on that.
puking.
You did kick him out of the group.
You did.
Anyway,
It's fine. We can use the other chat. Leave him out.
YouTube.com/Dace Man Show. Like he said, he's going to be uploading Luigi's Mansion 3 playthrough. I put Link's Awakening playthrough on there, but I can't hold on to that anymore because it's back in September. So, holding on to like an old Easter egg. Anyway, thedacemanshow.com for everything else. You get our swag there, we now have a new Gameathon shirt. It didn't get taken down, right?
I've yet to see it get taken down.
Yeah, I put a limp handle instead of a firm one. Whatever.
That's right.
You can get the Gameathon logo T-shirt on our tpublic.com/user/the Dace Man Show. It was $13. It probably went back up.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Was the last day.
Oh, wow, you beat. Anyway, that's all we had for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. For the few.
Cheers.